Bengazo olutalo speaker ne Basalirwa abalwana bonna balwana abantu bano tewaliwo nsonga ndala bayimirirawo ne baga nti nedda katukole ekituufu ekya Katonda sebo tukwebaza nnyo ekyo kitangaala kye musitudde paka ewa Allah mukama wange mbadde ndukuyitiramu ngenda tujabulajabula wekubyemu ebifaananyi mulimba tuula wano twakubye ebifaananyi ebyasoose right honorable speaker nga ntudde omuzukulu atudde wakati nga ye atudde wano buli omu akwate ku taata we gwe jangu wano okwate ku nze naga gwe muzukulu dda wali okwate ku kitaawo nze naye naga do you know the meaning of this picture naga babula kuba kino kyenjagala nakuba naga sirabye this generation tugenda ne mugaye kigambe naga tugenda gwe tuwakana mwe muddako tobba bibuuzo goddawo ku fronti ono ye namba ki kyava ntumya briefcase n'agitumya omwana Sky namuga bring my briefcase namuga Alhajji you still have a briefcase naga hey, we are old men we have our briefcases naga in fact they are to bring them kyava yambuziza I told you my code when you are still young in P1 do you still remember the code nemuga I remember it nanga open nenzikura nanga mazenze nebwenfa now you know all my codes nanga let me show you two pictures najjayo naga mesalongo bano balabye abaana bange balongo nakato ne babiri nagamba muzukulu we namuga don't joke with me namuga now this is my wife najjayo ekifaananyi with him and my late mom nagamba muzukulu we it seems I'm going to follow my wife very soon. I'm sure. Ne mugana ya Alhajji osaaga kati omwana ono muto azze kulaba ate omuganga bwogenda naye no bitegeera nti this is reality. Najjayo ekifaananyi ekirala eky'embaga ye ne maama. Naga young man, don't come here. You're in Europe with those things I hear. You know those things I've heard. Here in Uganda we don't accept them. You see me marrying my lovely wife. Nagamba, now I'm going to show your father something I've never shown him. This is my original marriage certificate. I want your father to read. Nanga, read. When did I marry? On the 19th day of December 1971. I married your mother. When was my marriage registered? On the 21st day of December. Naga, you don't register marriages. You marry, get a certificate, you run home. You must go and register the marriage. My marriage is what? registered. You walk away with certificate. Now I gotta tell your father to go and register his marriage. Until you look at our marriage certificates, dowry paid. I paid 370 shillings. Now I'm a human. Do you know how much that money was that time? In 1971. And now I'm going to read down. Zero balance. Zero what? I paid full. Who gave me? The mother is my uncle. He signed on the, he's there. Sulaiman Miti. He signed and he was there. He said, that is why I love Miti. Because Miti gave me your mother. And from Kyankole, Jabber in Sana is where the marriage was consummated. This is everyone's signature. I didn't steal your mother, Namureta Halal. But I had never shown anyone this marriage certificate. Now you have it. Put back my records as they were. Kati nenkebera nga mulimu report zaffe kwe twasomera. Nangamba ziseemu zonna ebintu byange bipange bulungi. Ne mugamba ndaba za last born zonna zammwe gye ziri naye. Ziseemu abalala baatwala ezaabwe. Take care of your sisters. Unite everyone in the different families. Nanga, thank you for what you did on Sunday in our burial place. We went there for that ceremony where we meet as a family, and he asked me how far with the mosque. Because they donated for us a mosque in the name of my late sister. And he said, you must make sure that mosque is built with your brothers. Right, Honorable Speaker? That was the last time I talked to my dad. I left him in the sitting room and returned, and he got the cardiac arrest. He didn't move from that place in the sitting room until I was called at night, where he was taken to Old Kampala Hospital, but in a semi-conscious state. And they were trying to resuscitate him by performing CPR, but you would see that all the signs were less fruitful. Basebo ne banyabo lwero olugendo lwa mukwano gwammwe Alhajji, inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi rajiun. Throughout his life, he said he never wanted to be bedridden. He would tell us, Katonda singa ntwala immediately, so that I don't become a burden to the people. Munyambe. Nene mugansi fe Katonda ate fe twagala obeewo. But alhamdulillah, thank you very much. Right, Honorable Speaker, allow me to say a few words at your own luxury to the mourners, at your own will, right, Honorable Speaker. La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. Ongeremu amaanyi. La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. Njagala mwongeremu amaanyi agaleeta Speaker. La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. Right, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Before I say something, I want to first give the chairperson of the Muslim community in Parliament to first greet you, Alhajji Asuman Basalirwa.
Right, Honorable Speaker. First of all, I'm sorry you arrived earlier than me. I'm really sorry. I thought I would be here earlier than you to welcome you here. But nonetheless, I'm happy that you've been able to give me some 2 minutes. Abakulembeze mukadde waffe Ssebushese Mambo ne team yonna abali wano. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala atugamba mu surati al-Baqara, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, bismillahir rahmanir rahim, wa bashshir sabirin alladhina hum idha asabatuhum musibatun qalu inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Muganda wange Alhajji Nsereko, aye eyo n'ebigambo bya Mungu ebyo twagala bikubeezeewo mpaka bwe tunaawerekera muzeeyi, era nga bwe yagamba mu aya eyo nti Mungu atukema, si kyekyo, aleeta ebikeme ebyenjawulo atugezesa, si kyekyo, n'aleeta obulwadde, n'aleeta enjala, n'aleeta obwavu, n'aleeta n'okufa n'ebirala, naye n'agamba wa bashiru sabirin, sanyusa abagumiikiriza, si kyekyo, bagumiikiriza embeera eno bw'eba etuuseewo ne bajjukira nti inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Mukadde waffe mufu abantu boogera ekigambo ekyo tebamanyi gye kiva, buli akwata omuzira n'agamba inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un, aya erina gy'eva. Andi speaker angambye nze chairperson omuzira parliamentary caucus, so ndi muko oluseeko olutontono. Lwatono speaker, I want to thank you for this opportunity. We want to strengthen our brother Muhammed Nsereko. I lead him in two ways. I'm the chairperson of Parliamentary Sports Club. He's the top scorer. Parliamentary Football Club. Ever since the parliamentary games we are set up, Honorable Nsereko has been the top scorer. I'm also his chairperson in the Muslim Parliamentary Club, where Right Honorable you a member. Bana Speaker of Parliament, naye member wa Muslim Parliamentary Caucus.
Honorable Nsereko is my personal friend. Personal. When you talk about a personal friend, when I lost my father, the first person who was there was Honorable Nsereko. He was with me throughout, went buried in my village. He stayed in my village, and people in my village know Honorable Nsereko as my brother. Bodo, thank you for always being a friend. On behalf of Parliament of Uganda, where Honorable Nsereko is a member representing Central, and on my own behalf and my family, we want to bring condolence to you, Honorable Nsereko, for the loss of Alhajji Nsereko Abdalla. Alhajji Nsereko was my personal friend. He would actually always call me, today you have done very well in the house. Today you've done this. Can we talk about A, B, C, D? To an extent that even one time he called, telling me, why don't you bring a discussion on issues of Israel? I said, Hajj, we shall discuss that. When we passed the law on anti-homosexuality, I got a call from Alhajji Abdalla thanking me and the House for passing the law. And we want, on a special note, to really thank the President of Uganda for believing in our values, in our cultures, and in our traditions. We want to thank President Museveni. A problem of a member of parliament is our own problem as members of parliament. That's why you find these ladies here and this man with the one eye are all here. This is Honorable Baroda from Kamuli, Honorable Esther Foyo-Chan from Zombo, she's also a commissioner, Honorable Panadol. Panadol, we call him our drone. Me and Honorable Nsereko. I was a chairperson of Honorable Nsereko's campaign as a deputy speaker, and Panadol was the nominator. And when he nominated, we got 115 votes. When we got the 115 votes, the president asked, where did those votes come from? They say the problem is Anita. Everybody sold in Nsereko, but I never sold in Nsereko. And I've kept telling him, and by the time he sat with you and said, sit next to your father, how it is always a good thing for you to bury your parent. And Muse was communicating to you that you're going to bury me, but take leadership in making sure the family is united. Make sure that you keep Haji's family together. And as he's told you, each one touched your father. He was with you as his father, as your dad, and now you're going to send him off. Send him off in a decent way. We'll be there with you. We'll support you in whatever way that is required for us to send Hajj. And I want to assure you, when you lose, you have now joined our club of total orphans. At least you're now burying when you're old. And when my father died, Alhajji Nsereko, I was not yet a member of parliament, but we were friends. He came and buried my father when I was not a member of parliament. And that's why when I became a member of parliament, I said the only way I could pay Alhajji Nsereko was to be his chairperson of the campaign, which I did diligently. And now when we became all members of parliament, him being an independent member of parliament is directly under me as his dean. We always agree on the issues. Where we disagree, I say, Haji, here we can't agree. When he brought issues of the potholes in Kampala, I was the first person to defend him. And the potholes are being worked on, and the credit should go to him. The potholes are being worked on. He fought so hard in the flow to have money to work on the potholes in Kampala. Condolence, and as a family, plus the Tenywas and Waiswa, as a family, we want to give our simple condolence to you of 10 million.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd.
Be there at the burial. We will deliver 20 million from Parliament of Uganda to support the family.
Allahu Akbar, la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd.
The other thing that Haji said was death is a reality. I want you to know that death is a reality. How prepared are you for you to be able to go tomorrow? For us in Christianity, much as by association I'm a Muslim, and when you get me, you really, I'm called Hajat Hajara. I am Hajara. I have a name, and I associate a lot with Muslims. My sons are Muslims, my Walongo are Muslims. I have Mashal and Maktoum, and very good names. And as the chairperson said, we shall always continue supporting the Muslim community. Wow. When it is time for Umrah, we send 10 members of parliament, always for Umrah. When it is time for Hijjah, we also send 10 members of parliament to go for Hijjah. We want them to be strong in the faith and continue praying for us. As Parliament of Uganda, as the Commission, we also decided to monthly give the mosque 3 million shillings for them to be able to run their operations in the mosque. That's what we do as Parliament.
La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd.
And lastly, my Honorable Nsereko, Mzee is gone, is no more. You need to remain strong. You need to keep this home. Keep Muzee's legacy. Keep the name. The name Nsereko Mzee built his name, and you must keep the name. And I've always told people, if you cannot be able to keep your father's name, especially if your father has been good as Alhajji Nsereko Abdalla, then don't use your father's name. But Honorable Nsereko is a good person, and I want you to keep Muzee's name. Keep, because he has left a legacy. In my culture, if somebody dies with children and has left all these kind of children, that person has not died, because he will still remain on this earth with his children. And Mzee Hajj has gone spiritually, but he has remained with us, with his family. I want to thank God for all this. May his soul rest in eternal peace.
Takbir, takbir, takbir. So mukadde waffe w'ekitiibwa lwali tunobeera ejjanga siina mulimu.
Amannya nze Sauda Nsereko Kigundu, ndi muwala wa Alhajji Nsereko Abdalla, era nga tunywereddwa nnyo okufa kwe. Naye Katonda bw'atyo bw'ageze, tetulina maanyi ku kugera kwa Katonda. Rajiona Alhajji Nsereko yali musajja munnamawulire ng'akola mu mawulire, yaliko ku Radio Uganda, n'avaayo. Bwe yavaayo n'afuuka sipiika wa KCCA. Bwe yavaayo n'agenda mu RDC Kyenjojo, n'avaayo n'addayo ku UBC nga Director Political Programs. Abadde musajja mulungi, mwesimbu, ate nga ayagalwa abantu, era ffenna nsuubira nti byonna bye tufuna, ebirungi bye tufuna, byonna tubijja lwakuba erinnya lye yakola mu mawulire ne mu mbeera ze. Naye nga yadde yali musajja wa ttutumu, yabeerako Master of Ceremony emirundi mingi ku mikolo egy'enjawulo egya gavumenti, era yasigala nga mwetoowaze. Era obwetoowaze obwo naffe yabutusomesa, atusomesa okubeera abeetoowaze, abalungi era ab'empisa. Buli omu lye yeegomba, era buli bw'otuuka n'ogamba nti oli mwana we, buli omu akwegombesa. Era nsaba singa abakulembeze abasinga bamulabirako, nsuubira nti ensi ejja kuba bulungi. Sauda Nsereko Kigundu. I am a daughter of Alhajji Nsereko Abdalla. He was a veteran broadcaster with Radio Uganda. After Radio Uganda, he became the Speaker KCC. That time, after contesting for councillorship. After that, he became the RDC of Kyenjojo. After he went back to UBC as the Director of Political Programs. He will be remembered for his humbleness. He was a very humble and kind person. He was a good father to us. And I hope most men can emulate from him. His social capital is still standing. The people who are here, most of them are here because of who he was. He was a gentleman and a loving person. Yeah.
لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله. tusaba abateesiteesi tutereeze eddiiro insha allah. Abateesiteesi tutereeze tugenda kukyalisana tunabaliza ekyemisana tusoma edduwa